Melanie and Morgan, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Jeremiah. Thank you for taking the time to come and visit us at the Greensleeves Village. We're very honoured to have you guys here. You're all very important guests of ours. Morgan and Melanie and Lida, I am recording this because I would like my fellow colleagues to share in having the joy and the inspiration of having these three wonderful people join us today. We're all very excited. That teacher competition was the highlight of we all drove it into the schools, kept encouraging the children to write. And your stories are all so amazing. Morgan, from your side, you are a silent worker, and I've dealt with you for so many years. You wouldn't tell that we both were at school together. We just looking still so young. Hey? On a personal note, I was very excited, Melanie, that Hudson Park Primary was in the finals. And Lida represented us, and I would really have liked to have been at the ceremony. But my school colleague over here just is excited that you've been part of it in such a big way. I know you drove a lot of those clubs to write about these teachers. Morgan, yesterday you spoke at the prize giving where you invited Melanie as a guest. You spoke so beautifully about Melanie. I'd like you to share with the colleagues what you said about Melanie, if you don't mind.
Well, basically, in a nutshell, it wasn't just the awards that Melanie received. It was just that when I met Melanie, she's just such a wonderful, caring person, a warm person. And I think the thing that I was mostly drawn to was the fact that she's just out there for everybody else, and she just gives so selflessly. And I knew we had a partial prize giving coming up, and I just thought she would be the ideal person to come and just inspire us all, because she's just such an inspirational person. And we're very blessed to know her and to work with her.
So you've got a leader with you all the time, who was one of the finalists, and then you bring, we were just saying yesterday, how blessed are we to have two of you here. And then the third one being you.
Well, I only mix with the best.
That's why you come to Greensleeves,
That's
eh?
why I come to Greensleeves.
All right. Melanie, what school are you at in Cape Town?
I teach at Cedar High School, St. Mitchell's Plain.
And are they privileged children or underprivileged children, or a combination?
No, it's definitely, we have serious socioeconomic problems in our community. So most of them, I'd say, about 85% of our learners are seriously underprivileged. The other 15%, it's not privileged in any way, but they come from loving homes, where the parents would at least be there for them, motivate them. No matter if the mother is an ironer at a shop, a factory, and the father is a street sweeper, but it's a loving home. So, but the bulk of our learners, they are underprivileged emotionally and financially as well.
Besides being at school, what are you doing in your community?
It's very similar to what's happening at Greensleeves, on a smaller scale. I'm very touched by what you do here, and I think what I should. I think this has been on my heart since I came and since I met Morgan and Alida. A lot of people coming from our community has, and when I talk our community, I mean by the colored community, there's this perception that white people are privileged, and that white people have everything. And that is fine. You know what, this is what we teach our girls. For me, it's always, what do you do with that? And to see what you and Ian and Morgan and Alida, it's absolutely amazing, and it's so inspirational to me, because that is what I teach the girls at home, even at school. It's what we do is not a handout. It should never be seen as a handout. It's a hands up. So we're not a shelter, we're not a haven, and we had to make it very, very straight from the beginning, because there was because it's only Brian and I, my husband and I, and we had to then concentrate on just being an education program, and that is why we have the student center. So basically, with the date, I started the day to stand up group at school, and we because there was too little focus on learners who perform well and who are in school every day and who work every day, but the grades are not showing it, you know. And this group was basically so that other teachers could start focusing on them now. Because when I started talking to the learners, I realized that it's not because they didn't know their work or they were lazy, it's because they didn't have a support system. And ever since that started, you know, our learners have been flourishing. We had, 2 years ago, we had the top grade 12 learner of the entire school in our group. We had the top grade 12 learner in our group. Last year, the top learner of the school was also from our group, and she passed with a distinction. We have the top grade 11 learner in our group. We have the top grade 8 learner in our group. We have the top 5 grade 9 learners in our group. So it's been an amazing journey to see how these children grew. So basically at school I have the bigger group, and then Ran and I sort of adopted very informally 12 of them. And that's the inner circle now, like Morgan's Cubs. So they live with us. And
yeah, in your lounge initially.
Initially they lived in the lounge, because it started where they would come home with me after school because they needed extra lessons or they just needed a place to do their homework and things. And then they would stay over.
Because
and
the
then
circumstances at home are not good.
Yeah, they don't live in their own house, so they rent in with someone who had a room or in a Wendy house. And then the owner of the house would say, listen, it's 11 o'clock now, we can't let the lights burn all night, so the lights need to go off. You know, that type of thing. And then in 2013, the National Teachers Award came out, and some of the learners at school had written a letter.
Okay.
And there was a category called, I didn't even know about this, but this is for the People's Choice Award. So I was blessed with that award.
Wow.
And I was supposed to go to Canada. And then God's intervention, 4 doors away, a house went for sale. And Brian and I said, you know what, this is supposed to be, because we always used to talk about, we can't have the children.
Because they gave you the cash instead of going to Canada, am I correct?
They changed it to
That's-
cash because the professor was supposed to host me. Her partner had fallen ill.
Okay.
And so we used that as part deposit for the house, and that was when we could start the center now. So now, within 2 years, you know, we were really blessed. We could have, we have beds for each of them. People will come, because we link tourism, because Brian is a freelance tour guide.
Okay.
So he sort of works the township visit in with the tour. So when the person does a lineman's tour, whatever, he will end up with the township tour. And the person comes to visit the center, and they will say, oh, and they say, okay, you need this and this and this. So they say, yeah, build the cupboard. And we build the cupboard, we show them the pictures, and that is how we would
That's
get
great.
the things into the house now.
So, that's amazing. Oh, that's amazing.
What is the name of your
Student is Jovan Community Outreach.
Jovan Community Outreach?
Yeah.
And it's in Cape Town, hey?
It's in Mitchell's Plain, yes.
All right. One of the questions that we like to always ask is, what grades are you involved in?
Where I teach.
Yeah, what grades are you
I
involved?
teach. Now I teach grades 10 to 12, but
Okay.
but at the Day to Stay in our group is across the board.
Elida and Melanie, we blessed you with your paper beaded necklaces earlier on. Just accept that as a small gesture from Green Seas for taking the time out. I know you're coming from Cape Town at the busiest time with exams and everything, like your papers are getting marked and you're preparing for your papers. And Morgan, we've got a gift for you. I have to go fetch it because it's in my garden and it's for your garden, because we saw that you were attacked by the shark. So we've got something for your garden. Just remember, the necklaces are made out of paper, so don't go and shower with them tonight. They are handmade, and the same with the plant. It comes from our garden that the children have planted for you. You guys do amazing, amazing work, and especially with the less privileged and the underprivileged children that deserve to have a better education. And we're honored to have you guys here.